Hey builders, Brick Radiop here with another Lego build video, this time showing off my old design of a Lego Sentinel with Wolverine for scale, just to show the kind of size. I built this around the time that the X-Men set came out in like 2015 with the Sentinel. I wasn't very happy with the scale, which I'm sure a lot of other people were, and I tried to make something a little more detailed and bigger. I think I drew a lot of inspiration from the X-Men Days of Futures Past movie version, especially with the head. And I really just took a lot of the ball joint pieces that I had, which doesn't look the best nowadays. They're kind of bulky and they don't have very good detailing, but they are very posable, which was something I was going for. I was also very lucky. I had a lot of purple from one of the large-scale knight figures. For this build that I have, the head rotates. You can see there it's a Technic pin and axle joint there, and just connected. A couple of snot techniques to get it into somewhat of a round shape. And obviously there are a lot of different joints for the arms and legs for posability. The torso rotates, and that's really about it. Just a pretty simple build, and as you can see, I'm just moving it around a bit and the legs are already bending inwards. And now I'm going to show off a work in progress, and here is my prototype for my new Sentinel build right next to my old one. So you can see scaling wise it is going to be pretty similar, but I'm hoping to get a lot more details. My main focus with this build is to have a highly articulated Sentinel, and I'm basing a lot of the articulation off of Marvel Legends action figures. One of the coolest things that I've gotten into this build so far is the ab crunch, which you can see acting right there, and it is a pretty seamless joint. And if you slide it forward like that, it creates a pretty flush connection there. So if you just want a vanilla pose, you're not going to have a problem getting that. Another pretty cool thing is the ball jointed head. Just going to be able to create some really dynamic posing, which is another thing I think is important for large characters like this. Lego tends to fail on the head and the torso area, so I'm just trying to make something cool and new. I think I'm doing a pretty good job so far. And on top of having the ab crunch, it also has tilt, as you can see there. So far, I think I have the beginnings of a really great project. I went ahead and rendered what the head is going to look like also in studio, so you can get a better idea of the coloring. I did some different color options as well so far, just to give an idea of what you could do with this if you wanted to change the colors. I think I am going to do the dark pink and probably the dark blue for this, but I'm going to design it in studio first and see, maybe I'll do dark pink and purple. But for the head, I'm pretty confident I like the look with the dark pink and the tan. I think that creates great contrast and is going to be a good looking build. So with this project, where am I right now? I'm trying to figure out a way to get the legs to attach, honestly. That's my next step. I'm going to have to play around with it a lot, just because I do want to have something a bit sturdier. I know these smaller ball joints aren't going to be the best for holding up the entire weight of the build, but if I keep it pretty hollow, maybe that wouldn't be an issue. But it's going to take a lot of play testing and work to figure out something that is going to be functional. Same with the arms. This is really just an early test to try and figure out what I can do with them. I am pretty confident in using the smaller ball joints on the arms. Some negatives of this build right now are the head. It rotates a lot, which is just how it is because of the construction of it. I don't think I'm going to improve on it. This is going to be a display build more than a play one, so I'm not focused as much on the stability like Lego would be in this scenario. But I'm really excited about this. I haven't posted something I built on the channel in a long time, and it's just because I've been working on this a lot and have just had other things going on. like going to Brickworld Chicago, which I just did this previous weekend. I have a video that I'm going to be putting together of the collaborative mock that I was a part of with my lug. And I am working on the Sentinel here. So if you want to see more superhero builds, and hopefully other pop culture builds in the future, please subscribe. And I'll be working on this and posting more updates in the future. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.